I want to talk to you about Dimpy. You talked in one of your interviews about how Dimpy has very much evolved in season two, and there's been a lot of character development. One of the things I think has been fantastic with Mirzapur, and I think the reason why it's worked so well is the way the characters have their own little thing going on, and the characters are so very well developed. What did you find most surprising about Dimpy and how she has developed for season two? What surprised you the most?
uh, Surprised me the most from season one to season two, like how
Yes.
she. So yes, so Dimpy in season one, we've always shown Dimpy as someone who's um, she's girl next door, but you also see kind of values that she has of that the values that she's imbibed over the years, her father's values, and now it also her value because it's her value system also. But then now you are left with the situation that's happened in season one end, how season one ends, and you've lost a brother and you've lost your best friend, and it's just you don't know you. This is a scenario which doesn't, it's a very big thing that happened in your life, and now you have this value system, but you have your shifting reality, and that's the conflict. Like, what now? What now? What now? Is the values more important, or are you going to shift with the reality that's shifting? That conflict, and how my writer Puneet ji has kind of thought about Dimpy, that how will she, what will she do in this entire conflict that she has? That's very surprising and interesting for me. And actually, now when I'm saying this, when you really see the show and you see what Dimpy does, is is actually surprising. So I'm going to
Hmm.
leave it to that, and I'm going to let my audience discover that.
Hmm. I think it was back maybe a few months ago. I think it may have been the spring of this year, maybe early into the summer, where you had shared an image of yourself very bruised up. It was a very disturbing image, and I think you captioned it that way as well. In terms of, it's very clear she's going through some sort of an emotional upheaval. How do you get into that zone, into that mindset, and how do you come out and remain healthy?
Um, I mean, I don't have a conscious procedure to kind of get into and get out of it. Uh, I don't know. Maybe when you're on the set, sometimes okay. So music really helps.
Hmm.
So I, before getting into a shot, what I would really do is I would probably listen to a set of songs that I kept only for Mirzapur. Okay, this is the zone that I want to be in. So I selected a couple of things, and then this is what I used to hear before the scenes. And then obviously when you're doing kind of rehearsals and all that is happening, and you're talking with your director and writer and everything, so they also help you get into that zone a lot. But yes, after that, I think for me, it's probably just eating something amazing, like something which probably Harshita is liking more to eat. And
Hmm.
I think that it's a stupid, could be a stupid thing, but yeah, it helps.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah,
Interesting.
and especially when you do such scenes, no, which are really taxing. Then after doing that, I really want to have like a full carb diet, like full like a burger or pizza or something like that. So I think yeah, it just helps to come out of it.
Interesting. I want to ask you this because all of the characters from Mirzapur have received so much love. Which character besides yours is your favorite character?
So again, I was just saying in some other interview that it's very difficult because every character has so much conflict, has so many layers, that it's just become. I'm also taking into account, suppose if there could be a female Guddu Pandit, it's
Mm,
only the characterization I need to, keep in mind. So that way, everybody is so interesting that how do you choose? But if I have to in the current, like, but I think I would also I would have to play Golu. I would have to play Bina. And now we have another new character with us in season 2, a female character. So yeah, I mean, they're all very interesting. Maybe not in the same show, but maybe I'm going to play all 4 of them in other things, other shows.
What do you find the most intriguing about the way in which the backstory has been developing for the characters in Mirzapur? Is it sort of, I mean, obviously the writing is a huge component of why Mirzapur has become such a huge success. But what do you think has worked from an objective point of view? Can you actually be objective? Before I ask you that question, can you be objective?
Objective in terms of like, I didn't really get the point.
So, can you be objective and, as an audience member, talk about what you find most intriguing, what you find most compelling about
as audience, what I found most intriguing in Mirzapur, objectively. Okay, I think, and when I was hearing the script also, I think the very like the basic line where it started with 2 brothers who fear what they eventually become. It's very interesting because it could be in any family. It's not like a good family. It's a normal family in which there were 2 brothers, and everything was sorted. Like, it's a family, but now they've become this. So it could have been a family right next door to me. My family. So it's something very real in terms of it's very close to you. It could be like your next door thing happening, and that is why it's more relatable, because it's not like some far off mountain where there's some some sort of wounds are there. Like it's something very real. Very innocent also about the basic tagline that I thought that objectively I would see that that's where I got really intrigued towards it.
What has Dimpy taught you the most as a person?
Oh, what has Dimpy taught me the most?
As a person.
Dimpy has taught me the fact that, especially with season 1 and season 2, now with season 2, that that's what I said in another interview also, where it taught me that if you stand up for yourself, and standing up for yourself will also mean small things like saying, I want to do this and I don't want to do this. That thin line also, it could not be a big thing, but you need to know what is your right and wrong. It may not be right and wrong for the world, but if you feel centered and if you feel that this is how you want to lead the life, is something I want to really learn from Dimpy, because it's not always that you want to go with what's world's right and wrong, or in general. Sometimes we really need to think deep, and we want to really get to the feeling that what do I want for myself? And it's not being selfish, but what do I really want for myself? And that decision also is very important, because we always keep thinking about other things or other people or things around us. But it's very important that we somewhere think about ourselves too.
What do you think fans are going to enjoy the most about Mirzapur season 2? I mean, obviously people are already talking about whether there's going to be a season 3 and all of that. And it's obviously been probably one of the most talked about, anticipated series to return. I mean, I remember speaking to Rasika, and everyone is just, when is Mirzapur 2 coming out, before the announcement was made. So what do you think fans are going to enjoy the most from your perspective about Mirzapur 2?
I think fans this time are really going to enjoy. They will have to invest a lot in characters. And this time, because the characters are way deeper, it's not only an out and out revenge. It's deep. It's more. It's the characters also discovering themselves while they have this set thing of revenge in their heads. So a lot of their unanswered questions, a lot of internal turmoil and everything. So audience, first of all, would probably need to invest a lot more in the characters emotionally. And then when they do that and they surrender, that's when they will really see the beauty of all the characters and how it's coming together for the revenge that we're talking about. So I think that's what they will really like. And everybody will have their own stand, everybody will have their own point of view, and everybody will have an audience will get to see Mirzapur as Mirzapur world from all of the characters' eyes, which is interesting because they're
Hmm.
seeing one thing but through different eyes.
Hmm. Hmm. That sounds like a treat, and probably a lot of investment emotionally as well. But I think that's what the draw is for Mirzapur and all of the fans that Mirzapur has created. Harshita, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking out time to speak to me. All the very best. It looks very promising. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.
Thank you so much, Armin. It was lovely talking to you.
Lovely talking to you as well. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.